The African Union says it is now closely working with China for knowledge and skills development in the continent. In an interview with CGTN, the director of the African Leadership Academy, Dr. Abdallah, says China has so far been sharing experiences with Africa in fighting knee-deep poverty. It's hoped that China's experience will be used in Africa to lift 400 million citizens out of extreme poverty. Grimchala has more.
I think knowledge sharing forum or experience sharing with a country like China with rich experience in poverty alleviation. China managed to lift out of poverty 700 million, and this number is quite tremendous number. The whole poor in Africa are 400 million, so they lifted almost like double that number in 20 years. And this is why we think this experience is really an outstanding experience that will enable us to not replicate it, but take what we can from it in order to enhance our policies, our capacities, institutional capacities, or our human capacities. When we come to the issue of socio-economic issues, poverty is poverty, whether it is in China or it is in Africa. So in that way, we think this is really very important, and we really benefited great deal in terms of learning about the best practice of China in this area.
I understand that experience sharing for fighting poverty in this continent, especially taking the experience of China, is what is at the center of this forum and what is expected from the African and the Chinese side to work on. So what do you think are the next activities based on the decisions made in this forum?
Well, to start with, it was agreed that efforts will be channeled towards focusing on this issue of poverty alleviation in Africa, whether by China or by the African Union. As of our department or our leadership academy, we would like to give more focus to researching and understanding best practices and ways of how to put these best practices into effect so that we will be able to use them. The other thing, we really managed to have lots of useful and fruitful bilateral discussions with our colleagues after the forum on specific areas of collaboration, and in particular issues of building human capacities for African continent, especially in areas of policy formulation, policy initiation, and policy implementations. These are really one of the challenges that affect dealing with poverty successfully. So we would really look forward to seeing this agreement and discussion put into effect in terms of getting the expertise from China